So grandma just passed away. My parents are now in the early retirement phase, and chaos kind of ensues because this is what happens with families, right? And it's frustrating, but yet at the same time, it kind of feels like this is what everybody goes through. Is there an easy way around this? It just sucks. The whole thing is just a hard topic.
Yeah. I've got a phrase that dying is hard, but it can be easy.
Okay, a little bleak, but
yeah, it is. It's when we sit down with clients, and time after time, I'm faced with clients whose families were maybe distant. Maybe there was
space
some
in between
issues
them
involved.
or something.
There could have been physical distance. There could be already maybe some siblings have passed, and we've got land involved or things like that, where having a thought out and communicated plan takes a lot of the pain away. So we've still lost the person.
Yep.
But should we have to go through a long probate process? Should we have to go through the stress of relatives being angry over how things were divided? It doesn't have to be that way. And the single biggest factor is communication. Is letting people know what.
How do you help with that, though? I mean, are you actually like sitting down with these families and having these super social, awkwardly conversations stuck together?
Yep. There's times where we'll bring in the extended family, where we will be that coach or that moderator. Maybe not the most fun day that I've had in a year doing that, but it could be the most important. We would tend to talk with the investor, right? The person who is our client. And as we're going through and learning about maybe changes in their family or times where they wish to give their property, their investments, their things away in what would be a uncommon fashion, right? So normally it's everything equal to my kids, everything to my spouse, and then equal to my kids. Whenever there's a difference there, you know that the family there's going to be some raised hairs. There's going to be somebody got left out, somebody got treated different. We can start that conversation, and we can start to figure out what's fair and equal, the differences between those, and again, how can they communicate that so that it's coming from mom or dad, not from a piece of paper. It's not later when they find out that they only got 30% instead of 50%, or none of the farm instead of half the farm. That communication can be incredibly key.
Interesting. It's almost like in grade school when you sit down with the teacher at the end of the class and they kind of go, well, you got this concept, but you didn't really understand this. And you get to be the teacher in that situation instead of the report card showing up going, you did actually only get a C minus. And you feel like you got a C minus on your life because you didn't get left with the family farm or whatever that thing is.
When the review is a blind side.
Yes.
Right? And you're like, well, why didn't you tell me when it happened? Why didn't you tell me when, it occurred instead of waiting till, December 25th, and now I feel awful.
So if somebody wants this, how do they take that step to actually like getting you involved, right? What does that look like? Give me the 20,000 foot overview of it.
So first of all, most of our retirement accounts and our insurance products, so life insurance, things like that, have beneficiaries. So everybody's pretty used to that. But in Minnesota, in particular, and a lot of states, we can put a beneficiary on almost everything. We can make that process so it's easy for people to receive the items. And again, that clarity that comes out of just listing those people out, and maybe it's percentages, maybe it's charitable organizations. And again, most of our families would understand and encourage mom or dad to have those charitable inclinations, right? Mm-hmm. I want to see mom and dad be a good person too. Yep. I don't need all the money. A lot of families are like, well, I didn't even want any of it, but what, I didn't get it? Right? Two little things going on there. So having that first conversation about the normal things that have beneficiaries, and then expanding it, trying to get more stuff easy. And again, from our point of view, we're looking for those odd times, the things that blended families, stuff that may not have been thought about. And how can we ask the questions? That's what we're there for. It's, again, maybe not the most fun part of the day, but it could be the most important.
So instead of me having to have the awkward conversation, I can just hire you. Done. Hired.
There you go. Yeah, I'll call your kids.
Listen, I'm ready to sign up for. I want
you give me permission.
I want
I'll
you
call
to
your
do
kids.
the awkward conversation. I'll sit there and go, yeah, I like that. Anything else that we should know about this?
Plan early. You don't know.
Yeah.
Having it done and in order is just a weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, and have the hard conversation. If you don't want to, hire somebody.
There you are.
We'll see you back here next time on the iWealth podcast.
All right. Thanks.